I think it's time that we probably have an honest conversation about how we finance homes in America today, because I don't believe it works for the homeowner. I think it works great for the banks, but not for the homeowner. Most of us don't realize that the 30-year fixed came around during the Great Depression. Most of the Americans were financially destitute. So the banks had to figure out a way to make housing affordable. So they stretched out these payments over 30 years. They were smart enough to throw in this thing called amortization, where they got all of their interest paid to them first. We've been duped. We've been duped into believing that low interest rates equal low interest cost, and nothing could be further from the truth, especially when you stretch those rates out over 15 or 30 years and you're going to pay all interest first to the bank. So even at a rate at 3% or less, you end up paying about 50% more for your house. And if that isn't the bad news, it gets worse, because most people sell or refinance every 5 to 7 years and hit reset and start all over again at the top. Life Changer loan is different. It's different only in every way. So instead of a mortgage, we do a line of credit, typically to 80% of the value of the home. So if you're purchasing, you're putting 20% down. If you're refinancing, we do the line to 80% just so you never have to refinance ever again to have access to that equity. But what makes these lines so different is that they're tied to a fully functional checking account that is known as a zero balance sweep account, meaning that all the activity from the checking account sweeps to the balance of the line every night at midnight. So our clients are effectively doing their banking inside of their mortgage, which means all the money they deposit every month is now actually a payment directly to the principal balance of the loan, dollar for dollar. So it's the only mortgage in the world that you're paying principal first, not interest. You're doing it with all of your income without any fear, because you have access to all the money to pay your bills.
I like the freedom it's given us to experience other things rather than paying a mortgage.
What I like about it is watching my wife do the happy dance every time she gets a statement, and she goes, "Look how much more is going to paying the house off."
We anticipate our mortgage being paid off in 18 months.
It's incredible.
And then the idea being, as long as you're putting more in on average than taking out, as long as there's positive cash flow, this creates a huge, dramatic snowball effect, because not only is your principal balance dropping rapidly, but so is your interest cost. So the loan is becoming cheaper each and every month.
With the name Life Changer loan, you have to look into this because it truly is life-changing.
Outstanding, seamless process.
On a Life Changer loan, our average clients pay off their homes in well under 5 years without changing a dime of spending habit. And if they want to buy future properties, they don't need additional mortgages. They just write checks.